Hi guys, it's your girl Sharika. It's a beautiful day in Wadadli today, and I thought it's a lovely day to have a conversation about PCOS. So if you're interested to hear what I have to say about it, stick around. So let's talk about irregular periods. Let's talk about serious mood swings, and I say serious because we can go from 0 to 100 real quick. Let's talk about bloating. Let's talk about fatigue, the fatigue that a lot of people often misconstrue as us being lazy or as us just having low motivation. They just don't understand. Hey, am I talking to somebody? I was diagnosed with PCOS about, it's really hot, guys. I'm on the beach, it's beautiful, but it's hot. And it's breezy, but hot. Anyways, I was diagnosed with PCOS maybe over 10 years ago, to be honest. And the only thing that a doctor could have recommended to me was to take birth control. They could put me on metformin. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of metformin. Maybe your doctor mentioned it to you. But those are the only thing that they could have recommended. And like, no doctor ever suggested that I get to the root cause of my PCOS, you know. So today I'm going to take you through a little bit of what I do personally, and also some other tips and tricks that you can apply to your life dealing with PCOS. So your doctor has told you that you have PCOS. What's next though? I mean, most doctors are going to say, don't worry about it. All you need to do is take some birth control pills to regulate your cycle and blah, blah, blah. None of them are going to tell you, do some research to see what's up. You know, none of them are going to tell you you can use natural remedies. No. What do doctors know about that though? Upon hearing that you have PCOS, the first thing that you need to do is to find the root cause of your PCOS. My root cause was high testosterone levels. So my testosterone was just beating down estrogen and progesterone like to the ground. It wasn't playing. It was way too high. So that could be your issue, or your issue could be low or high estrogen, low or high progesterone. There are many different factors or many different things that could be driving your PCOS. So what you would need to do is find out what your driver is, and to do so you would need to do a hormone panel. So when you do a hormone panel, your doctor will send you to do different hormonal tests. They would test your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone, etc. Normally these tests are carried out at different stages of your cycle, because you release these hormones at different stages of your cycle, and these are what would control whether you have a period or you don't have a period, whether you ovulate or you don't ovulate, etc., etc. So I found out my driver was testosterone, so my doctor told me that I would need to lower my testosterone levels, and to do so he recommended metformin. Now metformin is a drug that they give to diabetics to lower their glucose levels. When you have PCOS, you are considered to be in a pre-diabetic state because you are suffering from what they call insulin resistance. I would say Google insulin resistance because I'm not very good at explaining it myself, but I understand it for me, but to explain it to you, let's not do that. So Google insulin resistance. But after doing my own research, I was able to find something natural that would work the same way that metformin would, and that drug is called inositol. Now with inositol, you would also have to supplement with zinc and magnesium. Zinc and magnesium are so important to your diet when you are suffering with PCOS, because these help to balance out your hormones. Another thing that I take personally are prenatal vitamins, I take prenatal vitamins because number one, it was recommended by my doctor at a stage where I was trying to get pregnant. But even now that I'm not trying to get pregnant, these supplements continue to work for me because they have the right proportions of zinc and magnesium in them. With me taking inositol along with the prenatal vitamins, it continues to keep my period steady, so I can expect my period around the same time every month. Wherein a few months ago, before I started this journey, trust me, my period used to come this month and then next month I'm wondering, am I pregnant, because it's not coming. I can really testify that birth control is not the answer. I have sorted my periods out without birth control. It is not the answer, and it's not going to help you. Birth control is going to trick your body into believing that your hormones are now balanced again. The moment you stop taking these pills, everything goes out of whack once more. So it doesn't make sense to take birth control. It makes sense to get to the root cause of your issue. It makes sense to do your own research, and it makes sense to supplement your body correctly to tackle PCOS. So let me just add some other things that work for me. Your diet. So when it comes to choosing foods, you want to be eating a diet that is anti-inflammatory. A lot of foods that push inflammation in the body are dairy. A lot of you won't want to hear this, but meats and even things like eggs. Now, I'm not telling you to totally cut out dairy out of your diet. I'm not telling you to stop eating meat and go vegan. I'm not vegan. But what I'm telling you is that you need to reduce the intake of these foods. Now, for me, I eat a lot of starch, I'm not going to lie, and it's not a good thing. That's one of my weaknesses. I can stay away from cheese, I can stay away from milk, I can stay away from eggs. I seldom eat breakfast, and I'll get into that shortly. But what I struggle with is starch, and starch is another thing that you should reduce in your diet, because starch is something that promotes diabetes. And if you have PCOS and you're already considered to be in a pre-diabetic state, then you don't want to be intaking too much starch, because you're just going to be pushing your symptoms further and maybe actually becoming diabetic. So what I practice as well is intermittent fasting, and I practice to do a detox every now and again. So with intermittent fasting, I most often skip breakfast, or I would have something very light for breakfast. Then I will break my fast at lunchtime, and that would be my only meal for the day, because I also practice OMAD, or 1 meal a day. That works for me. I know everybody's body cannot fast this way, but it works for me personally, so that is what I choose to do. You don't have to do it, but of course, with research and of course, paying attention to your body, you'll be able to figure out what's going to work for you. Now, what has worked for me above everything else, I would say, is the fact that I'm now consistently exercising and losing weight. Recently, maybe about 2 months ago, I tested my sugar, my fasting sugar in the morning, and it was too high. I had already started exercising at that point, but I wasn't going hard at the time. Since I've been consistently exercising, doing my intermittent fasting and supplementing properly and consistent, my blood sugar is now in normal range, and I'm no longer in what they would consider a pre-diabetic state. So for me personally, I would say that I have my PCOS under control. The only issue that I have personally that I just find isn't getting any better is the fact that you can even see them in my face right now, the acne. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's things that I'm eating. Maybe I need to pay attention to it when I eat certain foods. I know I did have some pizza. I did have some dairy this week, so that could be it, because I don't consistently have acne, but I find it would come up at certain points of my cycle, especially if I'm close to my next period. Another thing that I struggle with is little beards. I don't get like a full-blown beard, but I get these little twigs. I need a shave right now so you probably can see them. Maybe not because I have really light hair, but I struggle with hair growth. So these are my struggles. I don't know what your struggle with. I know one of the biggest struggles for people with PCOS is weight gain. Weight gain and not being able to get it off. But I believe fully, and I will continue to preach it, the way how I supplement my body, the way how I eat, and the fact that I'm exercising consistently is what is helping me to manage PCOS symptoms, is what is causing me to have regular periods every month on time. I even have endometriosis, and you can check out my endometriosis video. It's on my channel somewhere. And my last period, I had 0 endometriosis pain. And I'm waiting for my next period so I can really celebrate if it comes with no pain as well. But I believe that the way how I'm treating my body now, and the fact that I was in a very stressful situation a couple months ago, and now I'm in a very good place, and I believe all these things are catering to how much my body is doing better. And you know, I said I was going to do this video today. I was skeptical, I was scared. I don't like talking too much. But I just said I don't want to put it off and get demotivated. So while the motivation is here to do it, and maybe there's a reason why I had to do this video today, so I just wanted to get it done. And just, you know, talk a bit about me and my PCOS and what I'm doing to manage it. So another thing that I can recommend, there's this page on Instagram that's called My Healthy PCOS. I will put the link down in the description box, but that page is full of information and it has helped me so much. That is where I really digged into learning about inositol. That is where I found out about zinc and magnesium. Trust me, you need to go follow that page. My encouragement to you is, don't let anybody tell you that your PCOS is not real, your symptoms are not real. Don't let anybody call you lazy. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not trying hard enough to lose weight. Don't let anybody bring you down because of the foods that you choose to eat. This is not something easy to live with, and people who don't go through it, they don't understand it, and that's okay. But do not allow them to bring you down. Do not allow them to kill your motivation for life. PCOS can also put you in a state of depression. I have been there. It's not worth letting people decide when you're going to be happy and when you're going to be sad. Don't let their words scar you. Don't let their words steal your joy. Live life to the fullest. Don't put too much thought into it, but of course, at the same time, put thought into it, and don't let your doctor pressure you into taking things that are just gonna do much more harm to your body. Take it from me. So I hope you did enjoy this video today. This was not easy for me to do. I feel like I was a little all over the place. You can let me know what you think, but yeah, this is just my little encouragement, my little word. I know how you feel and you can get through it. There are things that you can do. Message me privately if you want us to talk about it on a one-on-one. I'm willing to do so, and I hope that you guys just continue to enjoy the day, enjoy life, and do God bless. I'll see you guys on my next video. Hopefully it'll be food, but if not, maybe I'll come back with another chit chat. I'm starting to like these little chit chats. Bye.